up. Okay. So the basic button combination for the slash cancel is to jump and then press up and A and then, or sorry, up B, A, 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 and you just do that constantly. And it's really difficult to do. I'm not good at doing that. So, you know, for me, it kind of looks something like this or whatever. I'm not fast enough at it. I'm not good enough at the synchronization. So I developed a method that allows you to do that very specific button combination by rotating the controller a bit. So what I do is I press in on the up button. I kind of hold up, but I loosely hold up. It's very light. And what you want to do is you can't hold up the entire time. If you do, it looks like this. You're going to be throwing your sub-weapon the entire time, and you don't want to do that. So you have to disengage the up button. In order to do that, you press up left and up right. And you do that by rotating the controller. Your left hand stays... Somehow my webcam got a bit close there. Let me back this up. So you want to disengage the up button by pressing up left, up right. And you do that just through rotation. So you hold up, and as you rotate, you're pulling in the up left direction. And if you go too far right, too far in the rotation, you pull up right. Both of those are disengaging the up button, which allow you to slash cancel. So just through rotating and keeping your left hand stationary and then sliding your thumb back and forth between the B and the A button, you get a slash cancel that looks like this. Hold on. I was having a little bit better luck with it a minute ago. Let me try it again. Sometimes it works better than other times, but it's just the same motion. Okay, I think I was holding in the up direction too hard. Like I said, you want to very lightly hold this in, because you want the rotation to disengage it. I think I was pressing it too hard. But yeah, once you very lightly engage it, you get a much cleaner, nicer slash cancel. Something that you can actually work with. Now, for whatever reason, the boss fights, I have trouble getting the slash cancel to work properly with that particular method. So what I do is an alternate method, which seems to help with the fire wheel. I don't know why. It seems like the fire wheel somehow disengages the slash cancel. So what I found to work better in those instances is to slightly pull the controller left and right as I'm rotating it. So it's just kind of like a pull method. I'm actually using my right hand to slide the controller back and forth as I'm rotating. And that will actually make Ryu move left and right just a little bit in the air. So you just want to keep him positioned kind of like in the center. You don't want Ryu to move too far to the left or too far to the right. And you want to be cautious of him turning on the ground as you're doing it. It takes a lot of practice. It's not something you're gonna get right off the bat, but this is just what I found that works best for me. Arcus has adopted this method, and it works sometimes for him, and sometimes it doesn't. He has a lot of time. He struggles a lot against the final bosses and ends up losing time. But then he also gains time at other situations. So Just one of those things you have to practice on. But this method is, I mean, it looks exactly the same. You're not going to see much of a difference because the slide is actually very subtle. But it looks like this. If you're moving left and right, you're doing more of a slide than you are just a straight up and down rotation. Straight up and down, you're not going to move at all. You're going to jump straight up and down. The slide, you will probably move backwards more than you would forwards. And that's what you want. So in actual application, it looks something like this. Whoops, hold on. That's the quick kill that you want. It looks messy. I mean, it's hard to see what I'm doing specifically, but literally, that's all I'm doing. I'm lightly pressing the up button and then sliding my thumb back and forth and rotating like a madman so that it causes that disengage of the up button. That's all that I'm doing. You can do it on all 3 boss forms. It's most effective against the first form, but you can definitely do it on the second form, and you can definitely do it on the third form. I don't have a lot of practice with the third form. I actually find if you get behind him and you can then slash cancel like this, or whatever, that'll kill him. You can also do it on a few of the other bosses. They're way more difficult. I wouldn't recommend that for this race. But if you're going for world record, those bosses can definitely be killed that way. So anyhow, I hope this little tutorial helps you figure out the slash cancel. Like I said, it's not an easy thing to do, but it is, once you figure out the method, once you actually kind of get it, it does become a lot easier than just simply pressing the buttons one by one and hoping that you get the synchronization that you need. Doing the rotation kind of synchronizes everything for you. And it becomes something that you can just do, you know, any point in time. So, I hope this method works for you. I'm going to also ask Becco what his method is, because he has one of the fastest slash cancels I know of, and hopefully he will indulge us with his secrets. But in the meantime, I hope this tutorial helps, and I will see you all later.